Hello students, myself Jyoti Nahar from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group, Kota. Now children, we are going to do the revision of chapter number 5, that is solids, liquids and gases. So all of you open to chapter number 5. Let us take up the important points of the chapter. First topic in the chapter is solids. Now what are solids? Solids are anything which have a fixed shape and size, like you have your pencil, eraser, chair, table, all these things they are solid. They have a fixed shape and they have a fixed size. Then we come to liquids like water, milk, all these things are liquids. They do not have any fixed shape. They take the shape of the container in which they are kept, and but they have a fixed volume. Then gases. Gases, they do not have any fixed shape, neither they do have any fixed size because their molecules are very far apart. So liquids and gases, they can flow, and so we call them fluids. Then we come to differences between solids, liquids and gases. Let us take up these differences in a tabular form. Solids, liquids and gases. We are going to take their properties. Firstly, solids, they have a fixed size, fixed shape. And what about liquids? Do they have any fixed shape? No fixed shape. They take the shape of the container. And what about gases? Do they have any fixed shape? No, gases also do not have any fixed shape. Then about size, solids, they have a fixed size. Their size is fixed. Liquids, their size is also fixed, means their volume remains the same. So, fixed size. But gases, they do not have any fixed size. They take the amount of space that is available to them. No fixed size. Then we come to flowing. Liquids, solids, they do not flow. Liquids, they flow. Similarly, the gases also flow from one place to the another. So these are the differences between solids, liquids and gases. And the next topic that we have here is change of form, that is the three states of matter, solids, liquids and gases, they can be converted from one state to another on heating or cooling. Let us take this up. Like we have ice, and this is in the solid state. The second state is water, that is liquid state. And the third one is water vapors, that is in the gaseous state. Now these three states of matter can be converted from one form to another. Like if I heat ice, it will convert into water, and this process of converting the solid state into liquid state on heating is called melting. In the same way, if I heat water, it will convert into water vapors, and this process when liquid state converts into the gaseous state on heating is called evaporation. Opposite to this evaporation, when the water vapors, they are cooled down, they convert into water droplets, and this process is called condensation. And when water is cooled down in a freezer, it will convert into ice, that is the solid state, and this process when the liquid state converts into the solid state on cooling is called freezing. You must have observed this, children, when you keep water in the freezer, it turns into ice. So, these are the 4 processes which are involved in the change of states of matter. So, these were the topics of the chapter. Now, we are going to discuss the bookwork. Write T for true and F for false statement. This exercise is in between the chapter, page number 41. First question, ice is a liquid. Yes, this statement is a false one because ice is not a liquid, it is in the solid form. Second one, solids have a fixed shape and size. Yes, this is a true statement. Third one, liquids can flow easily. Yes, liquids, they can flow easily from a upper level to a lower level. Fourth one, oxygen and carbon dioxide are examples of liquids. This statement is a false one because oxygen and carbon dioxide are not liquids, they are examples of gases. Then fifth one, gases do not have a fixed shape and size. Yes, gases neither have a fixed shape nor they have a fixed size. They take the shape of the container or vessel in which they are kept, and they take up the entire space. Then we have the next question, which is given in the back exercise of the book. Tick the correct answer. You are given 4 options, you have to choose the correct one and tick that. First one, brick is an example of. Yes, children, brick is a solid. So, it is an example of solid. We are going to tick A option, solid. Second one, which of the following is an example of gas? Out of these, book, milk, juice and oxygen. Among these, oxygen is the gas because juice and milk come under liquids and book is a solid. Third one, which of the following can flow easily? Yes, we know that liquids, they flow easily and gases flow easily. Among these, water, eraser, book and chair. Only water is in the liquid form, eraser, book and chair are solids. So, we are going to take A option, water. When you keep water in a freezer, it changes into. Yes, children, we all know that when we keep water in the ice tray, it converts into ice. So, we are going to take C option, ice. Fifth one, the process of changing ice into water on heating is called. Now, when ice is converted into water and when we heat it, it converts into water, and this process is called melting. Yes, we have seen ice melting into water. So, the D option is correct here. Next exercise, fill in the blanks with the correct words. You are given the help box in which 5 words are there. You have to choose the correct one and put it in the space provided. First one, dash is the process in which gas changes into liquid on cooling. Yes, this is a process where gas, it converts into liquid state when we cool it, and this process is called condensation. Second one, dash and stone are examples of solids. There are many examples of solids like your book, eraser, chair, but here we are given chair, so we will write chair. Third one, milk and juice are dash. Milk and juice, they come under liquids, so we will write liquids over here. Fourth one, carbon dioxide and oxygen, both are gases, so we will write gases over here. Liquids can dash easily and can be poured. Yes, liquids as well as gases, they flow easily, so we are going to write flow over here. Third one, give 2 examples each of the following. 2 examples of solids are stone and chair. 2 examples of liquids, water and tea, and two examples of gases are oxygen and carbon dioxide. What will happen? It converts into the solid state, that is ice, and it took place due to cooling. So, the process in which liquid converts into solid, that is ice, on cooling. Next we have question number 1. What is evaporation? Now, what is evaporation? Evaporation is the process in which a liquid converts into gas on heating. When we heat liquid, what does happen? It converts into water vapors or steam, and this process is known as evaporation. Second question, what are the differences among solids, liquids and gases? We are going to discuss the differences between solids, liquids and gases. First we are going to discuss about solids. They have fixed shape and size and they do not flow, like your book, your eraser, your pencil, all these are solids and they have a fixed shape, fixed size and they do not flow. Second is liquids, and what are liquids? They do not have fixed size. Their size is not fixed, means their volume is not fixed. They take the shape of the container, means their volume remains the same, means they are the amount in which we have taken will remain the same, but their shape keep on changing. They take the shape of the vessel in which they are kept. So, they take the shape of the container and flow easily. Liquids, they flow from a higher level to a lower level. Now, what about gases? Gases, they do not have a fixed shape and size. In gases, neither the shape is fixed nor the size is fixed. They take the shape of the container and they take up the entire space in which they spread. So, they can also flow like liquids, gases can also flow. So, these are the differences between solids, liquids and gases. Now, the next question, what is condensation? Condensation is the process in which gas converts into liquid on cooling. As we discussed that when we keep the when we place a lid over the steam, then we see that water droplets, they cool down and they condense in the form of water. So, water gaseous state is converting into the liquid state and this is taking place on cooling. So, this process is called condensation. Question number 4, draw a diagram to show the conversion of states of water. We have a simple diagram here showing conversion of states of water. In this, ice converts into water, or this process is called melting. When water converts into steam, this process is called evaporation. Again, when steam converts into water, the process is condensation, and water converts into ice is called freezing. So, you have to draw this diagram very neatly in your copies. So, this was about the copy work. Thank you, children.